how's it going?
Good evening.
Good evening. Alrighty. It's Chris and Logan said they're going to wander in here in a bit.
Yep, just saw that.
All right. Where's the button? There's the button. Okay, let's find it again. Last we spoke, you were going to have a bit of a hell week.
Still am.
Howdy.
Oh boy, howdy. How's it going?
Pretty well. How about you?
Beat.
I can imagine.
You said it all before. When you move, you finally realize how much junk you had to get rid of. Like, wow, so much junk. And today it was all 20, 25-year-old computer parts, old graphics cards and RAM. And the fellow was over helping me, and he was depressed when I told him, okay, this graphics card cost $100 when I bought it, throw in the trash. And let's see, this modem cost $50 when we bought it, throw in the trash. And this RAM was $200, throw in the trash. You know, what the hell? It's computers. It's computer time. These are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're worth nothing anymore.
Hello.
So what? Hey, howdy. So really, when you get down to it, this whole computer thing's just a giant Ponzi scheme.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All that money floats someplace and it's all poofed and gone now, except for this one guy that's in Tahiti. It was pina coladas. That would be Mr. Gates.
Yeah. I'm remembering when the group all chipped in together. I don't know how much we chipped in each, but chipped in together and bought our first CD burner, the big 2X CD burner.
That's right. I remember that one. Oh my God.
The thing was so expensive, we all had to chip in on it.
Yeah. And when you get right down to it, that seems like a lifetime ago, but it really isn't.
Now you have the other problem. You can barely get them because nobody uses optical drives anymore.
Yeah, I wanted to read some DVDs actually to the computer. My computer didn't have one anymore, as you say. So I had to get the USB external, and it can burn, but really I wanted to get the movies ripped. Yeah, encode the movies. So I have a video collection I could stream locally. It's okay. That was much more difficult than it used to be. So how goes in your world there, E?
Oh, it goes okay. I've got a new headset.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
It's always a good thing.
Yep. Or maybe not. It depends on what we're saying at the time. Oh, I wanted to ask, I had a coworker ping me if I had any old machines, because they have a project that they were going to refurbish some machines for. Do you still have any of those hand-me-downs from FPU?
How many do you want?
Okay, I'll ask him. I'll ask him Tuesdays when I'll see him next. I really have no idea what he's doing, but you guys will like this. So we have like tons of projects going on, and yeah, you don't want to hear the nitty-gritty details of that, but every once in a while something comes down that's just fun. Even though at the surface it seems like more busy work and frustration. So we have a thing called Kudos, and it is an interface where employees can congratulate and thank each other. And this engagement is ranked and graphed, and HR's all smiles about it. They're all smiles about it to the point that they want to show it off to the C-suite. And we have an office in Atlanta. And basically the only people that show up in that office are people who have a chief in their title somewhere. So what she wanted was for us to have a like Kudos TV, where it would, on the big monitor where they have meetings in the big room, it would scroll the Kudos from the company while they're not using the monitor for other things. And now some of the guys I work with, I get a combination of old graybeards like myself and help desk guys, IT, right? The graybeards, we shrugged and we took it in stride. But the help desk guys, who are pretty jaded on the whole Kudos thing, We're like, what the hell? But then I rephrased the problem for them and it became fun. Okay, how are we going to do this? You have to have some device that matches that's within our compliance framework, because everything that we own has to be within compliance. It's HIPAA compliant, it has to follow the law. We can't let people be able to get in and modify it and log into it and poke around. So how are we going to build something to do that? And we bounced around some ideas and finally settled on Raspberry Pis. We're going to set up kiosk mode Raspberry Pis. And that excited the help desk guys because they like futzing around with shit. And it's okay. All right, so who wants this? And they actually fought over it at that point. Okay. So one of them finally gets it. And all right, so I'm going to drop ship 2 Raspberry Pis to you, and you configure this thing. We'll test it, make it work, and you can ship it off to Atlanta, and everybody will be happy. Everybody with chief in their title will get to see all the kudos. And oh my God. But that's what you have to do. You have to engage them in such a way that you take away the immediate reaction to the task and make it fun. So, Raspberry Pis. Hello, Mr. Pay. How's it going?
Well, it's going all right. It's getting a beverage.
I understand. What is the beverage of the evening?
Coke Zero and water.
Oh, okay. So okay, hold on. You water down the Coke Zero?
No. Water.
Yeah.
Then I have a Coke Zero.
Separate. Okay.
Yep.
So depending on the urge that hits you at the moment, it'll be right hand or left hand.
Exactly. Right now,
Got
it's
it. That's it. That's it. All right. Understood. That makes a lot more sense. I love Coke Zero, but I think I'm allergic to water.
Aren't we all?
If there's enough of it, yes. I think I've told you the joke, or maybe you've already heard about it, about the legislature in the state of Missouri passing an ordinance to outlaw dihydrogenated oxygen because it kills so many people every year.
Never heard that one before.
But somebody was making I don't know if this is apocryphal, but it makes a great story. So apparently somebody who is a representative in the House in Missouri wanted to make a point about science education and science competency. So they introduced a bill saying that studies have shown that dihydrogenated oxygen kills hundreds of people in the state of Missouri every year. And sure enough, that's true. It actually does in floods. Well, maybe not hundreds of people, but you get the idea. Floods kill a hell of a lot of people. Very dangerous. So we need to outlaw the stuff. We just can't have too much of it. And so the legislature agreed, my God, yeah, this is a public safety issue. We have to protect the children. So sure enough, they passed this law that outlaws dihydrogenated oxygen. And that's when the scientist walks in and says, what you just did. It's water, you fools. It's water. And they're all a little embarrassed. It's okay. But yeah, they made the point that science education is pretty laughable. Dihydrogenated oxygen. I think that's right up there with, wasn't it Kentucky or Ohio wanted to purchase a submarine for their own purposes to patrol the Ohio River? And this was some time ago, but yeah, they actually wanted to purchase a little submarine. It's like, really? Well, aside from explorers who don't really build subs to patrol, the only people that build subs that are of the right size and composition to do that sort of thing are smugglers in Colombia. So I don't know if there's a huge market for this. So yeah, had some fun with that. Howdy, C, how's it going? And Logan is there also in the background.
Yeah, I see the Cheshire Cat is back there behind me.
Oh yeah,
How art everyone?
Still breathing.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you. How was your project there, Doc?
How to put it? Progress, significant progress, but yet so much left to do. And I was talking with Robert today. I just can't see having everything packed up come next Saturday. So it may be the case that we do what we can and get 90% of the stuff out, but there's still going to be something lying around here and there.
Yeah. What you require? Is there anything I can see if I can hunt down boxes or something? Or
Yeah, that is actually a problem that I'm having. I've used all the totes and the big boxes for stuff. So
yeah, I got you. I figured you want medium and smaller. I got a few things that came in, but
no, the medium, you're right. Medium boxes are ideal
yeah,
because it turns out that most of the stuff I want to carry weighs a metric ton.
yeah.
It's books and things like
Oh,
that.
yes. I remember packing books.
Yeah. So the smaller boxes chops that up a bit.
Yeah.
And the
I mean, I
fellow,
know it's aggravating, but it makes it easier on everybody's back.
absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
I've got a few sitting in the floor at the shop. I'll see if I can't get some more in. I have to go to the eye doctor Tuesday, so maybe I can run some stuff by maybe Monday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be closing on Monday and probably out at the house.
I got you.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to move some smaller stuff out there. I'm not sure how my plans are gonna work, but we'll see. We'll see how it develops Monday.
I can guarantee you one thing, you're not as you plan.
That's right. Hey, bud. Speaking of not as I planned, here's a cat wants to play with a laser toy.
Yeah. But like I said, I'll see what I can in the afternoons. They've been keeping me later. The Hargises have me back on a 7 to 5 program instead of 7 to 3:30.
Really?
Seems like I can't ever get out of the shop on time these days.
Right.
But that gets me in a little late to come help a whole lot. But I may see
No, it's all good. Yeah, whatever we got ready to go come Saturday is going to be enough.
Yeah, I have to actually find the dang place. I went by there trying to find it the other day and just missed it. It looks like just like a tarmac road.
Perfect. That's exact. That is my evil plan. No one can find me. Yes.
Yeah, I know that, but you want the pizza boy to find you.
Yeah, that's true. I had to. But hey, actually, no. I know people that work at Domino's.
I got you.
I can work through this. And one of them's going to be helping move. So it'll work out.
I got you.
Yeah. But no, it'll be good. Whatever the state of things is Saturday, that's the only day that I think I need massive help to get a big chunk of it done. I'm going to start early and don't necessarily need everybody early, but I'm going to have some things delivered like a living room set, a washer and dryer, and such like that. And that's going to start in the morning. I'm going to get Steven at least set up out there, if nothing else, in a wheelchair so he could sleep, to be available to receive that while everybody else is going round and round. So,
Tell us what time you need us and we'll be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say if you could show up here 9-ish. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I've already
it's
made
Steph.
plans not to work overtime on next Saturday.
There you go. Yeah, show up at this place around 9-ish and we'll just get started there. I may have already been out to the house and have Steven in place because I don't know when they're going to do these deliveries.
And probably around 10.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was figuring.
Logan has a marching contest that Saturday, so he won't be able to join us, but it's okay.
Well, good luck. That's right. RLTG or RLTM,
Yeah.
RLT move.
We actually lived through the thing last night. I was shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and him both feel the same thing.
Hold down the chair whenever you want me.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Just get you a place where you can perch for a while and you take a nap. So yeah, you were going to do that combo act.
Yeah.
So how'd it go?
It went pretty good. Like I said, for us not getting half the music and having to figure it out on the fly, but
Really?
yeah, that's okay. Once we got to the second verse, we had it pretty much down.
Oh, nice.
And I wasn't in bad shape. I was a little stiff around my shoulders, but bruised lips. But other than that, fine.
Amateur.
Which is why I hated the trumpet.
I hadn't played anything in more than 5 minutes in 20 years, so
What's up for today?
we're going to finish up my last round of Star Wars. Plan being, we're all skipping next week so we can just flop and die after moving stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next week, we'll see if E will run. If you don't fill up because you'll be unpacking, you won't be ready for Trek. Then maybe by then you'd be ready for Trek. And then maybe by then Peg will be ready. And I should have the first episode of the new thing done by then. So there's a plan.
I'm reminded of Yoda, always uncertain future.
Always in motion. That works.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Poor cat's just terribly confused because we've shifted everything around already.
I should have asked if there were magnetic grapples or magnetic lander feet grips, as well as the magnetic grapple.
Probably not on that case. But that was how I was planning on carrying the other ship, so it worked out.
It went as well as it could be expected with those die rolls.
Yeah. Roll 20 always makes it fun. Chris, I glanced at the character sheet. I got to look at the book and figure out how to actually do that. But I have my avatar and my token set up for League.
Oh, I'm still very slowly working through
Oh, that's
videos
okay.
on how the heck to do anything, but I'm happy to have characters as they come.
Yeah, so like I said, I got a start on one. So I found me a good avatar and a good token, and I'm that far.
I can't play fetchy if you didn't bring the mouse back.
All right.
Down there, buddy. Down there. He's hiding from you. Okay, now he's figured it out.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Okay, big finale. Here we go. Here goes. He's going to start hating green light by the end of all this.
Yeah. Didn't have a good picture of us playing together except from the back of our heads. So I stuck that in chat.
Now that works.
Yeah.
No, if you want to play fetch, bring the mouse.
Yeah.
I've already thrown it once, and I don't know where she's put it now.
It's not bringing it. You're just going to throw it away.
If you're littering, yeah, I can be disrespectful too.
Yeah.
Usually it's a first thing in the morning thing that she wants to play mouse. She has so much energy because she slept all night.
I can't say there's been a lot of that today. You get a kick out of this, Matt. They had all the junior highs there as well.
Oh my gosh.
So we had 18 trombones.
Nice.
You imagine what that sounded like. 26 low brass in general.
Yeah. If you can get a good brass section like that's pretty impressive. Hey, you. I guess the question I have is, what were you playing? Did it emphasize the brass section at all?
Oh, yeah. Louis had trombone melody, so that went over pretty well. Hey, baby, it had trombone melody. We had another one that was actually quite impressive, but we didn't play it. I was looking forward to that one. Logan was too. That was the only one he had memorized. It was something from the Drumline soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
It was very brass heavy. It wasn't a pop radio or something. It was actually a band march kind of thing. But since I gave us full parts, I sent it to Logan. He sent it to his school. It was too late to make it into their program for this year, but he may actually play it next year.
Oh, nice.
Should you stay up there? He's still deciding. All right. So the gang all here.
I think so.
All right. See if we can get this rolling, because we're down to half of the big fight, so it may not go last too long tonight. And I apologize for that in advance, but it'll close out the end of our first season as we move forward. All right. You never see what I'm doing here. All right. Everybody remember where we parked? The bad guys were on their way to try to get to their ship and escape. We were held up by soldiers trying to pursue. And now everybody's basically running down the street a West Side Story to get to the next fight.
As one does. That's right.
And get to the right map.
Do I pass a group of engineers running to repair that bird?
Say again?
Do I pass a group of engineers who are running to repair the bird that I was on?
Unfortunately, no. You're riding on a tank toward the scene that the ship landed. And you will find yourself in the upper right of this map, where everybody else is in the lower right of this map.
Oh, okay.
And there's a full-blown battle unfolding. Is everything working on your map? For some reason, my explosions are like just black boxes on mine.
No, yeah, they look good here.
Yeah, they're coming in on mine.
Yeah, I hadn't switched to the meat view to see what it looked like.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so like I said, it's just they're exchanging fire in both directions. You got most of the PCs are coming from the southeast, and Moira's coming in riding on the tank in the northeast.
It's really nice that they're willing to exchange fire like that. Maybe it's a good start to negotiations and diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they share. They share. It's good.
So, all right. We're going to do what never works. Everybody roll me one, and we'll see if we can't get some sort of turn order figured out. I'll go through and pick out all the bad guys right quick.
Let me see if we'll put this on the tracker.
Oh, come on. Put everybody on there. We just got to add them to it now. All right. All right. Should have already had this done.
It's doing on an actual turn order, and it doesn't work. And dragging the token to the turn order will just drop them in that middle of the nest of enemies.
I got you. I just got to get in all the NPCs. There's a bunch of them out there. Come on. Something told me that was going to be the story. Come on. All right. Looks like everybody's got one. No, I don't have one for everybody. Still need the bad guys. Need one for Big Bad. All right, we're going to put him. There he is. He goes on a 3. Now then. I think I got a representative of everybody at least once. Let's just see what these guys are doing.
I rolled a lot checking the macro, but she got a 3 on the first roll.
I got you. That's a miss. That's a miss. That one's a hit. That one's a hit. That one's a hit. All right, so let's say 3. All right. Damages, everybody. Is that 20? Strengths for everybody. It's an 11. So, based on that, all right. He actually has a sheet, and I know what his stats are, so that's okay. We'll do this. That's definitely a hit. It's definitely some damage. He's way down here at the bottom. This guy's exposed. We'll go with him. Zara, I think everybody picked up a rifle last time. You can use just your regular blaster skill that would go
Alrighty.
for a handgun of any sort, whether it's laser or powder. Let me know who's shooting at.
Yep, as soon as I figure out where I am.
You're in the bottom right.
You're in the barn, water deep.
Yeah, you may have to zoom in on it, find where everybody is. If you want to get cover with those vehicles or something up closer to the wall, there are options. That's
Cover is definitely a good idea.
That's the way everybody come. Right now, you have the PCs have cover from that building from primarily most of the soldiers. I figured you would disperse from there. But that's the way everybody approached from the dock. Moira was coming from another direction. She's up there with the tank at the top.
It's exactly from the help page, and it still doesn't work.
I'm just going to go a little bit closer for the moment.
Okay. The blue guys are on your side.
That's good.
Basically, everybody's on the other side of that building.
Abe, I think it worked directly off the page because I see where it.
You're sounding tinny there.
Me?
Yeah.
Me, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can make you out. Just the quality isn't what it usually is.
Unfortunately, it's either this or I can't hear you.
It works fine. We just don't have that kind of. You're not giving Barry White a run for his money tonight. Not as deep as normal. All right, so that's your action.
That's it for me.
Okay, Phil, what you got?
Let's see. Y'all move up here in the cover behind the vehicle as well.
Okay, got you. Colonel there. He orders a shot from the tank and misses wide. Even at that range, he's cussing his gunner.
Oh, no, this whole thing's new. It's just the only thing I have to push is the big red button. I just
What specifically are you gluing? Or that one? That one getting crafty in another room. All right, Maura. The tank commander tells you plug your ears.
I plug my ears and make sure I'm not.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. All right. Shields took it. All right, Mr. Pegg.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and make a beeline to this building.
I got you. You can get there. These guys at the bottom, that guy by the tree and the one at in the parking space, they are advancing around the back.
So I'm actually gonna try and get into it. Looks like a window right there.
I got you.
So I'm gonna jump through it.
Give me a dex roll. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just tuck and roll, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. You find that this building has been abandoned. It was evacuated when soldiers got here. All right. That would be a hit. That would be a damage. Be a strength. And that would be a dead stormtrooper. Neff, what you got? Besides a picked up stormtrooper rifle.
I'm gonna run to the left of the house as far as I can in one move. Not sure how movement works in here, but I figure right about edge of the house is good, right?
Yeah, that worked. I'll give you that.
I'll be working my way around. Is the plan. That's all for
I
now.
mean, yeah. We're not, it's not just leaping buildings in a single bound. Most of it.
It's a lot of excitement for an intern, so he probably is running.
Yeah. Yeah. Gordo, any thoughts there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
All right. Probably a good spot.
And yeah, it seems like a good one. I'm gonna shoot at this guy as soon as I figure out how to do that.
Which one? Which one you shooting at? Okay, got you. He's got a little bit of cover, but should give a shot at it. Not quite enough though. If you have more of a line of sight on him, you can probably get away with it. All right. All right, that's 3. One damage is an 11. One strength is a 5. So that's pretty stout.
yeah, it is. Don't mess with that guy.
I got so many on the board. Every one of them shooting 3 times. We're representing 3 people.
Is that what's under the force multiplier?
Something like that. Let's see. That probably wound up being. Let's see. High or low, Doc? Roll me one.
Low.
All right. Low it is.
And where's my mouse? Here's my mouse.
It's okay. I just need a high or low.
Oh, okay.
Since you just called it, then need to roll.
All right.
All right.
That just happened to be where the laser pointer was low in the
Okay.
swing between you, right? You see me doing my little exercise.
All right.
I mean, he's surprisingly tolerant of this. All I'm doing to get any length out of it, because they're so cluttered right now, is swinging it back and forth in a straight line. But he's doing it. He'll chase it, go up to the wall, come right down to my feet, go up to the wall, to the feet, back and forth. He's insistent. Now he's just watching it. It's a curious little movie. He's watching cat TV.
All right. So
Oh, that way. It surprised you. See?
Kern just rolls a command roll and says something into his comm link. You don't really make out what it is. All right. John attacks. That would be a hit. That would be a damage. That would be a strength. That would be a stun. He's still up. All right. All right, Mora. You don't have one of the cool laser rifles yet. Said you don't have one of the cool laser rifles yet. Get a little closer to these guys. You might be able to pick one up as you guys move forward. If you want, I'll let you guide where you want it to go if you want to.
Push the tank as far here this way as we can.
All right. That's probably about that far.
Yeah.
And around.
Drop something down here.
All right.
Or,
as an anti-personnel weapon, it's actually pretty good at that. All right, so your operator fires. Thing is, he misses, but the actual impact actually hits where it's supposed to when you're dealing with people. Roll me 1d6. All right. With that, I'm not even going to roll it. You get hit with a tank shell, 2 guys are out. And this guy's running, bitch running. You have an opportunity to pick up one of the rifles if you want.
do so.
Okay, so you now have a 5D laser rifle. Applies to the same weapon skill that you're used to.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, now then, we're back to stormtroopers. That'll be a hit. 2 is a miss. 3 is a hit. With that, that guy's toast. And that guy's toast. All right. This guy's advancing. These guys are advancing. These guys are advancing. This one's advancing. All right. Eric, I never did hear from you. Now they're back to 6s. Almost.
Oh, I moved up here undercover.
No, I meant Logan. Logan hadn't been. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you where you go after Matt. All right. You have to go around the outside of the tank, and that'd probably take you more than a round to do. But you can get in position. All right. Matthew?
Okay, let's see.
You're far afield, but
I'll run up here to the soldier that's in this vehicle here.
okay.
Try to get his attention.
Right now, everybody's just hunkered down.
Then it should be easy to get their attention.
Yeah.
So, soldier, if you'll notice, everyone's looking this direction, including the enemy. What we need to do is prevent them from taking off. Do you have any explosives? Grenades? Charges of any sort?
We do, but none of us going to seem like I can get past the shield. Even the tanks aren't getting past it.
And then he holds out the lightsaber. I think I have a way.
Hmm.
Come with me.
What?
And then I run off with Jeff.
Well, I guess today's my day to be a hero. So he comes with you.
Well, grab them all. Grab all 3. Make sure they have something. Charges, grenades, or something.
No, they got a couple of grenades apiece. Give me a perception roll, just because of your positioning. Very good. More troopers coming out of the woods, of all places, to the north. More enemy. They're trying to flank you.
Okay.
They're not within range yet, but they're wearing white. They're easy to see.
Want to get my measurement. Want to get my the tank over here. I try to flank the tank or flank the whatever this thing is.
I got you.
And yeah, swing the guns around, and if they're a cluster we can get to, hit them.
I got you. So, all right, your best shot at that. I got one guy ahead of you, but you just happen to see him advancing from off the map up here.
I let people know.
Yeah, because it's not quite your turn yet, but we'll move the tank on your turn. All right, that would be a hit. That'd be a crappy damage. He's still up. All right, or are you going to reposition the tank, but you still got one guy in range with this new rifle that you got? You want to try it out?
I do. That sounds excellent.
All right. So this guy's available to you here. That would be a hit. Give me some damage. There you go. Close enough. I'm killing people on twos right now. All right. So with that, tank moves to here and comes about in the curve. If I can figure it out. There it is. All right, Zara, we're back to you.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stay towards the back and go up to here.
Okay. Logan, you went on a 1. You fell off the order this turn, but I'll get you in next time. Let's go ahead and do yours while you're here. Get your first turn. What do you want to do? That's right. You moved up there, didn't you? Okay. I forgot what you did. So yeah, we're down to Phil again.
Phil is going to move up towards this corner.
Okay. It's probably the best cover out here right now. That little bit narrow hole everybody's shooting from. You can get a shot no further than you went.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Who are you shooting at? All right.
And this is how many dice rifles we picked up?
Those are, yeah. Just shoot. Let's split the difference. Call them 4. There's a standard stormtrooper rifle. Probably a 5. Go ahead and make it a 5.
I don't think 5 would help.
Yeah. And when I finally saw which one you were shooting at, you really need a 15 to hit him anyway. So between A and B, you just winged him a little bit. All right. Colonel comes up again. And that was practically nothing. You're going to do some of these gunners rolling 1s. All right. So I'm going to say you overshot it with that. All right. Maury, your gunner fires. Holy moly. That's a little better. So 1d6 is 2. All right. So that takes care of that. All right. Peg, you're in the building. What are you doing?
Is there like a window anywhere on this side of the building?
I would say there's probably one right here.
All right, so like right there. Okay, so I'm gonna move to there stealthily since there is a raging battle. From here, would I be able to see that guy through this window?
Yes.
I'm gonna pop him.
All right. Which weapon are you using?
I'm using Old Faithful.
All right.
That's the damage. Let me roll the shoot first.
I'll give you that. You want to keep that damage or re-roll?
No, we'll keep it. Roll.
All right. Yeah, probably a good reason. Up to kaput. All right. Gary, what are you doing? That would be a hit. That would be a damage. That would be a strength. Still nothing.
I will continue running alongside this house. I think I can probably get to here.
Yep, I knew that. Yeah, a whole new crop of targets there. And they're hunkered down behind that tree.
Fire. I'm trying to figure out how to fire. Hold on.
Click on the actual number. I think. Oh, yeah, you hit him. All right. Stunned him. He's still up.
And I'll flatten myself against the side of the house there. Trying to cover.
There you go. All right. What you got there, Hondo?
I'm going to try to move up here. If I can't get around the side of this tank.
All right. So you're up there with Derek.
Yep.
I got you. All right. With that, we're back to Mr. Blue Soldier and his gobbledygooky name. These guys are advancing up here with Jeff. Let's see. I got to switch pictures here for a second. All right. I see. My turn order is in the way. All right. They're going to get up here to this rock line. And one of them is going to pop up and take a shot. That'll be a hit. Damage. It'll be a strength. All right. And we'll say it's the same one that Jeff hit. 2 hits and he's down. Again, Kern's trying to take in the battlefield. Standing there at the bottom of the ramp. And he's barking orders. All right, Sparky. Where's Sparky? So Sparky starts moving up toward the tanks too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're up next.
Um,
The other Sparky moved up. the trooper, the clone trooper.
well, I think I'm going to go this way if we can get up this hill. And get in close and try to point blank through the shields.
All right.
And still take a shot at anybody who's looking, has their head up.
Not any there yet. They'll move on their turn.
Yep.
All right. Logan? All right. That would be a hit. Roll 5D for your damage. D6 5 times. All right. Not quite double. He's still up. All right. All right. With that, these guys start their flanking maneuver. Matthew, you want to keep advancing or what?
I have a question.
Okay.
Just noticed these guys. Are they actually there?
They're not on the map. They're just for me to grab and move.
Got it. Okay.
That's the guys that are actually flanking in the northeast.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was hoping.
That's just
I
how
just,
we have reserves.
it's like, okay.
They're actually in the woods, but I don't have anything on top of the map, so I'm going to work off the bottom.
What my intent is, these guys, Jeff and his buddies here, have this group tied up.
Yeah.
I want to go wide and work our way around, at least to the side, but ideally behind this thing,
I got you.
where there does not appear to be a lot of stormtroopers, so that we can try to gain entry into it.
Gotcha. Okay. That works. So I'll let you position yourself where you want to go. Even just slightly off the map. It's okay.
Yeah, it is slightly off the map, so it'd be something to run and whatever.
I got you.
I like that you're keeping that tradition alive.
I am. I always think outside the box. Or try.
And you got your little A team with you. That's a figment of your imagination in front of you there.
Yeah, it might become all too real.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. So that will be more of the troopers. All right. So these guys flanking. So that's 13. Okay. And 2 and 3. All right. They're scoring some hits, but they hadn't hurt anybody yet. All right. Seeing these guys come in, the darker of the troopers starts opening up on them. It'll be a hit. It'll be a damage. It'll be a resistance. Just stunned him. Damn. All right. All right. Let's see what this does. You see a ripple effect through the shields and maybe even a little scoring on the hull, but it didn't really get all the way through. You missed it by 1.
Reload and do it again.
All right. Laura, we're back to you.
Okay. I'll move up a little closer, but still
Yep.
behind things.
It's all right. You're not the soldier.
Exactly.
All right, Phil.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
All right. Oh, wow. You got him square on that. He's already been hit once. There you go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's toast. This is a dang good shot for a knife thrower. All right. Let's see what happens when we do this. Nothing. All right. So I've got, let's see, 3 guys with a shot. 4 guys with a shot. All right. 1, 3 hit. All right. Damage. 1, 2, 3. That 18 might get somewhere. 1. Dang. 3. All right. I think that's all for them.
Alrighty, so I'll move up a little bit closer just to see what I see out this window.
I got you. You see that the other guy hanging out there just got popped. And a group guarding. They're staying in close ranks on purpose, trying to guard the entrance to the ship. Behind them, they're dressed completely different. So you imagine they got to be some sort of officer. And you see these guys holed up on this down tree off to the left. That's a little bit of a tight squeeze for you from the window.
Yeah, and if to shoot them, I'd be exposed. I'll shoot a probing shot at that guy and just see what happens.
All right. That would be a hit. All right. All right. So, well, they're in a group, so I can't really mark one without marking all of them. But we know that one's down. All right. Gary advances this way.
Oh, they're still targets. So I'll keep shooting.
All right. That would be a miss.
Oh no, it was a suppressive fire.
I got you. You're trying to draw attention away from Nebulum and them sneaking around the back. Gotcha.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Hondo?
Okay. Hondo's a little concerned about all these people coming up that aren't in his cover, but for right now, he is going to take a shot at this dude right here.
Well, the one on the bottom left's already down.
Okay.
They're in a group, so I can't mark them individually.
Okay. In that case, I will.
You can probably, their mandible is above them. They don't have cover from that. So you can,
Okay.
you can still hit them.
We'll shoot one of the guys in that group then.
All right. That'd be a hit. Roll me 5. That's enough. So that's 2 down. All right. Bill, these 2 guys abandon you because they see them coming up from behind. And they take one of these guys with them. One of them comes up with you. 2 more come forward. All right. Doc, I'm going to say Anna's going to go with you. She's got a rifle. She thinks she can help. All right. Now then, I got to do some rearranging. At this point, Kern brings Jenda, comes around behind these guys. These 2 guys move out, and the rest of these pull forward. All right. These guys come out of the woods from behind the ship on the port side, starboard side, to come up and flank. Add some extra support to Kern, and they actually take Jenda from him. And you see him light his lightsaber. All right. Seeing these other guys starting to advance, John continues this way. All right, Maury, you're going to fire again, you say. All right. So you pat the guy on top of the helmet. He fires. He hits. Damage. No effect. You want to take an action individually. Now that some more of these troopers are coming out of the woods. Yes, no?
Stephen, you still with us?
Sorry, what was that? My turn?
Yeah, like I said, the tank fired. No effect. We've got more troopers coming out of the woods now that you have targets. You want to fire individually.
Yeah, Warrior's going to go ahead and shoot this guy. And
All right.
if it's still not having, if that second shot still won't go through, does it look like it had the ability to go through, or
The first one did better than this one. The roll wasn't as well. They doubled the resistance.
would pushing the tank forward into point blank range?
Pretty much there now.
Yeah.
You're shooting a 5D with a 3D. It's hard.
Yeah, right. So I'll let her go ahead and do her blaster shot
right.
at that guy.
That'd be a hit. Damage. All right. He's still up. You stunned him. You hit him, but he's still up. Because you completely blindsided him. Shot him in the back. Logan, you got targets to the north. Targets kind of straight ahead. That one's still up. There's three more. The three more behind them. The two forwards have already been down. They're part of a group, and I can't mark them off. Yeah, there you go. That's a good hit. Damage. Wow. Yeah, he's toast. All right. All right. These two dark guys, they are generally firing at you there, Lucky. It's just all they know is the fire came through that window. So I'll give you an opportunity to dodge. You already got cover. Oh, yeah. All right. They have a chance. Nope. So a couple of blaster bolts pop the wall behind you, but you successfully avoided them. They can't see you. They're just firing blind into that window. They needed a 30. All right. How far have you made it there, Nevlin?
You tell me. I think what we would do, just a couple of observations, is once we get up behind this little ridge,
Yeah.
and we're essentially out of sight, we'd start booking it just as fast as we can.
Yeah. You guys are in woodland there, so you've got pretty good tree line to stay in.
The problem is that they can't see us, but we can't see them, so we don't know that this has developed. We're gonna run into whatever we run into. But yeah, if I don't know, a turn or two before
Yeah,
we're
I'm
in
gonna say
position.
this one and one more. By the time you make it three more, the third round, you will be there.
Yep.
Because right now you're over here behind the turn order. In here somewhere. I don't know if you can see my ping.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all good. So I'll just sit tight until you call me.
I got you. There's liable to be another development before you get there.
Goody.
All right. Troopers moving. All right. With that, these guys all of a sudden break off into a full-blown charge attack. Flat out run. Screaming, yelling, the whole bit.
Great. We've been flanked by Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, something like that. Now, this guy starts advancing this way. All right. This guy this way. All right.
We were just frantically waiting for this guy to get out of the way. That's why she didn't fire down there last round.
He's the one they're charging after now. All right. Big Badge disappears off the map. He's going in basically an intercept course for you, Neville. But you don't know that.
Yep, we don't know that. And the other thing that Neville and nobody there said maybe the doc would know is the Sith, the Jedi, they can sense things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know that. So we're just doing our thing.
Yeah. Jenda is still being guarded by the two troopers, but they have stepped off the map too. There's following Kern, but at a distance. That makes sense?
Wouldn't all this senseless violence blind him?
Well, at this point, it's behind them. All right. Now, the fisherman captain in the Clone War outfit, he meets their charge and starts waylaying. That would be a hit. And that one would still be a hit. All right. Damage twice. All right. Strength twice. Held down one of them. Come on. Die already. Or would you say you're after this one?
Yeah, she's after that one, but the tank's gonna fire at him in this cluster here.
I got you. Roll at him. That would be a hit. Yeah, that's toast. Yeah, so he's over.
He's what?
He's done.
Okay.
All right. We'll go ahead and give the tanker a shot. That's a pretty good hit. Oh. So that makes a difference. Let's see what I'm doing. That's why I was on the map. All right, Zora.
Alrighty. If I come up to the edge of the building, is anything within firing distance?
You've got, let's see, this guy here. And we still got these guys over here by the tree.
All right.
And you also have this guy dressed in black.
We'll aim for the guy dressed in black.
All right. He's a pretty good one. He actually gets a dodge. He's zigzag.
Blaster?
Yeah.
Wrong thing. Sorry. It's the same. It's the same die roll.
I got you. Well, that still hit him. So
All right. And what's the damage?
roll 5. You probably got him.
Said 5d6.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you got him. Gee, I wanted him to last longer than that. He's about the only thing that would give Peg there any trouble. All right, Phil. Most of the trouble now is coming from the other side of the tank. Phil, where'd you go?
Did you say Phil or Bill?
Phil. Yep. Looking for E.
Okay. You
Sorry.
confused me a lot. I wish you hadn't.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Most of your trouble is coming from over your shoulder, but there are those guys, still 2 or 3 guys left in front of the mandibles over there.
Yeah.
You know, in order to drag this out, I had to bring more than twice the troopers they originally have brought with them. So they got reinforcements.
Guy in black.
All right. Somewhere overnight, they got an extra ship of people.
This guy in black here. I'm going to shoot at him.
All right. Give him a shot. Now, that would be a hit. Give me some damage. He's still up. Somehow. All right. One more time. Every shot this tanker has made has been a 7. All night. Mora's doing pretty good. She just switched from helicopters to tank commanding. So you get the colonel over the entire brigade, stand over tapping this guy on the helmet, and he hadn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Yeah. Great. I'm surrounded by assholes. Inspired by Jaffa over there. These guys joined the charge in return. So let's see what we can get out of that. Yeah. No. All right, 2 hits. Damages. You don't need any stinking damages. All right. Strength. So they're still up. All right, Peg. You still got 3 guys back here. Another commando. And then these guys that you're going to have to get exposed to hit over here behind a tree.
It's safer for me to shoot at these guys, so I shoot at one of them.
All right. Oh, yeah. I might as well not even roll that one. Yeah, he's toast. All right, so we're down to 2 of those left. They came as a group. I meant to separate them out. I like the way they were all together as guarding. All right. Neff, your little trooper buddy, or one of them, comes running up behind you and almost tackles you. You and Zara both. He both basically just puts a hand on your back and pushes you down. Cover! Give me a perception roll just for giggles, just to see if you notice it. You probably do. You see him put a hand up to his helmet, and then he just tackles both of you. Cover. And let's see if I can get it on screen here.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there it is. Come on. Fine, be that way. I ain't the one I wanted, but somewhere down there, hiding and all that. There it is. There you go. That's the one I want. Yeah, boom. There's a deafening roar overhead and just obliterates the ship.
I'll look wide-eyed at the end of my pistol.
Yeah. Did I do that? Yeah. I'll try to get this tag right. I can't exit out, so we're just going to get rid of it. All right. So the ship is gone. And you look up and you see another ship flying over and it's banking back around. And oops, wrong item. Thank you. Why won't you let me have it? Come on. Now I got to get to the right spot. Ain't wanting to move for me. Here we go. And it basically lands on top of the rubble of the other one. These guys over here bolt. No, let go of it. Come on, let go. All right, fine. I'll just get rid of the old-fashioned way. Piece of junk. Everything's sticking together, and I can't get delete stuff. All right. These last two guys run this way. This guy runs towards you guys. But this battle up here at the top is still very pitched. One of the clones comes down the ramp and sitting there waving everybody, come on. So with that, Gary lifts you guys up and takes off running toward the ship. Any parting shots there, Jeff?
Probably not. They're running away.
Yeah.
It takes 3 reports if the bullet holes are on the back of your suspect.
Yeah.
It's a hassle.
Okay. So make your way toward the ramp. Hondo? You still have a battle over here with you. But like I said, the tide has definitely turned with the arrival of this new ship.
Yeah, I am using my medical expertise to notice that this guy seems like he's slightly worse for the wear.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's been hit a couple.
So let's see if we can't pile on.
All right.
Told it to roll. There it goes. Now it rolled twice.
Yeah, I would say take the first one.
Yeah, I would take the first one. That would.
All right. Oh, yeah. He's done. So we chalk up both commandos to the Griffies tonight. All right.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a sniper.
All right. These guys are laying waste up here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Most of them are still up. This one's been hit twice. I'm going to take him out. Or not. Die already. Okay. Sparks joins the fight. 1, 2. All right, you got a couple below you, a couple down the street. Or you can go on and run for the ship. What do you think?
Let's go ahead and do a tank shot to this group here. They're running away, but they still have their weapons and all. They're still firing, right? They're just.
I got you. So see how your mercy does for that.
She's going to shoot this one right there.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. Oh, yeah, that's toast.
And then she's going to have the tank come down this way. Oh, thank you. This way. And jump when he gets close enough, she's going to bail out and head into the transport.
All right. Like I said, they made their hit, so I just got to get the damage figured out. That's
For her.
oh, roll a 1. Icky go. He's who turned, it is, just left the room for Canberra. No, it's Logan. There's only one left to shoot at. Let's see if he wants to shoot before he runs. Matthew, I need a perception roll from you. All right. Just to back that up. Yeah, same. Popular number tonight. Just for giggles. I'm going to move for him, let him run on. All right. Nebulum, as you come around, you detect movement up ahead, and you look. The man in black's nowhere to be seen. But there are 2 troopers carrying the limp form of Jinda trying to be quiet through the woods due north as you guys finish your flanking maneuver.
And we certainly noticed the big boom and the new ship landing. We don't necessarily know they're friend or foe. But Jenda, yeah, that's something that we want. Look back at the soldiers. Let's take out those troopers.
Let's see. You had just little blue troopers with you, didn't you? Yeah. And Anna.
Three.
All right. Anna's probably the best shot of that group. So we'll let her go first. That would be a hit. All right. Troopers, we've got 3 of them. There's one. It's a miss. It's a miss. That's a miss. All right. You got anything there to level them?
I picked up one of those rifles, so
Yeah. That'd be a hit. That's 2 hits. We got 2 troopers. 5D damage each. Hers is a 24.
Okay. Didn't mean to roll it twice.
It's okay. All right. All right. Just for expedition, you guys cross shot each other, and that's enough to take them both out. And Jenda crumples to the ground, and you guys can recover her. The troops have comms. They tell you that your friends have a way to get all of our basically alien friends out.
All right. That new ship that landed.
Anna will say that's not a military ship. That's a civilian craft, so that may be a valid way out.
Let's get you and Jenda there. 'Cause our original plan is certainly invalid at this point. The only question I have is what happened to the master.
Don't know.
All right. Be careful. Let's go.
Yeah. So basically, the brothers all meet you at the ramp. They all group there. The remaining troopers overwhelm the stormtrooper, bring him down to take him alive. So they've got him holed up here. He probably won't be alive for long, but they've got him.
I'm stripping the weaponry and armor off this black one, and I toss the helmet to this guy and say, "Do you understand what they're saying on their comms?"
Yeah. I mean, he pulls his helmet off and holds the other one up to him. And Senator says, "It's not good. They got reinforcements coming. We need to go and go now." Like I said, they will respond with overwhelming force. I know their actions. I would suggest you come with us. You're good in a fight.
I got nothing left here. It's just one thing I need to do before I go.
Yeah, me too. Because the one you pitched it to is Gary. He wants to go get his wife and son. So he'll permit you a quick run in out too.
Yeah. So literally, I take this guy's stuff, sit on the ramp, and any big weapons I find, set them there. And there's 2 people. There's one person I'm going to see before I head to where I'm going, and that's the colonel.
And he's over here, moving his way over here to help interrogate the stormtrooper they have.
And basically, I tell him, "Don't bother. More are coming." And I tell them this was a surprise attack on them. They weren't expecting this.
Yeah.
We had overwhelming numbers and we won, but they're going to bring more. You need to get everyone out of the cities. Take as much of these little blasters if you want to resist. Maybe make good with the frost elves. But it's good seeing you.
Yeah. That's for done. You don't get any on you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. I'm not saying resist. You might win a few battles, but you'll probably die.
Mm.
Survive the initial bombardment, and you'll live. Whatever you do, Godspeed.
But that's basically what everybody's saying. It's like, to the chopper. Yeah, you know.
And I'm like, I already got a seat.
Yeah.
But I tell him, hand him a set of coordinates. And I said, you ever need a place to lay low, you can always go there. Just give me a minute. I got to go get something from there first.
Yeah.
And I head to my cabin.
Yeah.
And
Eric,
it's,
anything you need to do before we bolt out of here? You want to go, or you want to stay and defend your world? What you want to do? Here's your chance for a new life somewhere among the stars. Okay. He's singing the same song you are there, Lucky.
yeah, my cabin's not far. It's hidden.
Yeah.
But it looks quaint when you walk in. And he takes his axe and he goes up to a sectional wall and there's a picture on it and he takes it down. He sets it down and then he just goes wham, and he breaks it down and it opens up to another room and there's just wall-to-wall guns in this room. And he leaves the axe.
Hello, Mr. Wick. Yeah.
And he leaves the axe. He actually takes the picture out of the frame, folds it up, sticks it in, goes to his fridge, grabs a 6-pack of beer, and writes a note and just with a knife just stabs it into the wall near the hole, lights a cigar, and he leaves.
So we don't have much time. You guys want to stay or you want to go? I'll give you one shot to run pick up some things.
Well, I got a lot of worthless cash.
Yeah. Set of playing
It's gonna
cards.
it's gonna be worthless one way or another.
Yeah.
What are you
All
gonna
right.
do, Professor?
I'm going to stay.
This
I
is
can't
certain.
abandon my people, knowing what's about to happen. And I think I can help when the colonel there tries to get the leadership to order evacuations. He's going to need some help explaining it.
Yeah.
And that's where I think I can fit into this. And I think our friend Lucky is right. We'll probably die if we resist too hard, but maybe we can save some. It's worth trying. And I have my answers.
Yeah.
I sought all my life for this, and I'm looking right at it. That's good enough for me. So Neverland stays.
And one of them, and John Sparky, he has a cradle in his helmet in one hand and his right, and holding his rifle in his left, and he shakes your hand with his right. He's sitting there, says, "Glad we could open your eyes." And the offer still stands if you want to bear witness to more. There are a great many things out there.
Of course I do. But there's too much to do here.
Agreed, and I can understand that and respect that.
Whatever you do when you're out there, he says to the group, don't forget about us. I don't know what this empire is or what it's going to take to bring it down, but don't forget about us.
He goes up and he only has 2 beers left in his 6-pack. Next one, hands it to the doc. Says, to your adventures. And he walks off and he goes, by the way, you might want to bury that little device. They catch you with that, they'll know.
Maybe eventually, but I'm going to need it to help convince the leadership first. And maybe this little thing is what's going to make an alliance with the Frost Elves.
Victor writes down a name and hands it to the doc and says, that's the Frost Elf you want to talk to.
All right.
And like I said, and the rank and file aren't so bad. They're just as afraid as we are. This is a resupply ship. They have means of escape for now. That will be your probably your best bet for an alliance. But once they get overrun, corrupted, those chances may be even fewer.
Mm-hmm.
But they still hold on to technology where your tribe does not. That was where your peoples diverged 300 years ago. That's why they are more advanced and you are not. It was a cultural. This planet was only seeded, say, 1,000 years ago. But all these squabbles about how technology ruins lives, there may be some truth to that. This idyllic peace that we've known on this side of the ocean is very rare in the galaxy. And unfortunately, it's probably going to become even more rare here. We can't be found here. We must go.
Good luck to you.
And to you. And with that, they all begin to load. And like I said, with that,
Moira, what do you want to do? I want to fly and help people.
and there we go. That's what we're going to do. I got a seat right up front for you. And one of the troopers in blue, he's the one you haven't seen. He was the one flying the ship. He says, I'll show you what I know. I'm not the best pilot in the world, but I got an ID.
Probably is the best shuttle pilot in this world.
Yeah, actually, probably. So with that, you guys lift off and make a kind of last wistful look at things. Moira, as you're learning buttons, give me a perception roll and add 2D.
Perception or search?
Whichever one. Correct. All right. Actually showing you how to use sensors. If you even have a sensor roll you hadn't used yet, I'll even let you do that. Whichever's higher. I think so. I'm not looking at a sheet right now. Let's see if I can find me one.
It's not on the default skills on the sheet.
I got you. Yeah, it would just be the sensors adding to your search or perception. Yeah. That still works. That's still well enough. You do actually spot the remaining Imperial troops, and
You were breaking up there. I didn't quite hear you, but I alert people where they are.
like I said, they are at a troop transport off in a clearing in the woods, not far from the other ship. This is a reinforcement ship that came when they were finding resistance.
Right.
And like I said, you guys are moving off into orbit. You get to finally see what your world looks like from the outside. It's an amazing place. And as you guys start getting your calculations for your jump in, this jumps in. Not quite to scale. And you guys, just a nick of time before anybody announces themselves to you, wants to know what you are, you guys managed to make the jump to light speed on your own. And that will complete our first season of our game.
Thank you, sir.
Like I said, and I'm getting close to where we're going, but we may even be able to go a little bit further. I don't even know what time it is yet, but I'll take us to season 2. I think that's where we'll cut it for tonight. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a little bit short, but I had a few more targets to shoot at.
Thank you, sir.
Like I said, as you guys get to know the troopers and they finally are freely able to tell their stories, and you really feel for Gary and his wife. Their son's maybe 8 months old. What kind of future are they looking at? And they can't go back, but they've heard of other clone troopers like them. And now that you see all 4 of them together, yeah, they match. But they've heard of others like themselves trying to band together and make a colony. A sanctuary, if you will, for those who were made only to fight, but don't want to fight anymore. And they know of a place where they can seek them out, and that's where they're going to go. And they will see if they can find some money to get you guys started out. Anna wants to go home. She wants to go back to her world, and there are people there who can take care of Jenda. So that's going to be everybody's final stop. But this ship is too hot now to make the trip. So we're going to take it to a backwater space station we know, sell the ship. We'll divide the funds amongst everybody, and that'll be everybody's starting wealth to get outfitted for their new lives. But that'll be where we pick up next time.
Sounds good.
Now I got a question.
Okay.
Can anybody show me the equivalent of poker?
You can probably show them. We got games similar to that, but the cards electronic, they change. So how do you keep from figuring 52 cards out real quick? What? Show me the color of your money from where you're from. Yeah. And that's how that starts. You may wind up with more starting wealth than anyone else. All right. We will figure out how to distribute it next time. But everybody rolls 6d6 for their reward points. Just pencil that in somewhere, and we'll.
How many do you say? 66 or 1d6?
6d6. It's for this whole first season.
There's a place in here for skill points.
Yep, and you can start massing them up for later. Or it's a little bit different than it is during character creation, but it's probably the most realistic thing about the entire West End Games D6 system. The more advanced you are, the more difficult it is to advance. Example, your bases are stuck. You can't change them, but your skills you can individually manage. You can advance those. So you have a 3D to go to 3D plus 1, costs 3 points. And then 3D to 2 is 3 more, so a total of 6. And then to go to 3 plus 2 to 4 would be 9. So then you get to 4, and it advances 4 for each pip after that. It's not too difficult of a concept once you get it, but it's a little hard to explain to begin with because creation is completely different. But that way, the more you advance, the more difficult it is to advance. As long as you realize that your bases cannot change, all your skills, however, can. Unlimitedly. That make any sense?
Not all that. Yeah.
Never did.
It's fine. I got it.
Okay. And like I said, it's not very creative on my part, I'll admit, but it is a outer rim space station way out in the middle of nowhere. And unfortunately, for those of us who are as cross sci-fi as we are, it's called Farpoint Station. And what's even funnier is as I started planting people around to meet on this space station, they're all FPS crew and FPS security. So first person shooter. That's funny. It works out. Like I said, now it starts actually seeming like Star Wars. But other than just a sniff of it, to know it was out there, you'll probably never see a Jedi again. We are in the timeline of things. We're probably about 12 years from A New Hope. Let's just say 10. We'll make it an even number. 10 years from A New Hope. So right now, the atmosphere in the galaxy is one of tremendous bureaucracy. The wheels of change are grind very slowly. Gridlock in the Senate, oppression and apathy among the populace. Sounds familiar. It's still quote unquote the Republic. It has not been truly made an empire yet. But the Republic is dying. In its final throes. The people it governs, represents, are no longer heard. Even the machinations and the whispers in the halls of power don't hold a whole lot of sway over the executive branch. In the wake of the separatist clone wars, the military machine that was already being built en masse, it just grows exponentially. Recruitment becomes conscription. Negotiation is turned into forced labor. But it's happening so slowly, the populace doesn't see it. It doesn't see the stripping away of liberties under the guise of security. These are the mutterings in the streets and in the hallways that the common people hear, say, and are forced to live with. This is the bright new future that you're finding. So it's going to be a little bit more cyberpunky than your typical Star Wars show, but because we're hiding out, we have to be in those dark, dank places that don't really see the light of day so much. Even Alderaan has. That's where we're headed. I've got the arcs. I've got a lot of the world building. I just got to find people. I got to find a few hooks. But I should have something here pretty quick. If y'all bear with me just a little while till we get past this move and maybe one round of Peg's new game. I should be about up by then. And Logan don't have a whole lot of ball games left, so maybe we'll get back into some Curse of Strahd. But good show, gang. I appreciated it. I'm sorry it started off so slow. I had so much world building done on this. I wanted it to take months of real time to try to get all this exposition so you would actually feel it when you had to leave it. You felt like this was home, but then you had to abandon it in an instant. And I was shocked with it from Neville. I felt like his curiosity would get the best of him and he would leave. But I admire his honor in staying. That was an unexpected twist that I appreciated. Now I got to figure out what we're going to do with you now. Over boxes next week.
Yeah, we'll work it out. I hear you are probably going to need a transport to move around, so maybe ship's captain might work.
I got you. Well, I've got one of those that I want us to fall in with. I've done a lot of work on. I might even give you him if you want him. He's actually a Matt kind of character. Let me see. I might be able to find his picture. I've already got a sheet up here. Or it started. It's not. I don't think he's got any numbers on it. But let's see. Where'd he go? There he is. We weren't going to land on him immediately, but all right. Yeah, there he is. He's from a low-tech world also.
You're showing him in Roll20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut down. I can move.
Let me get back into it.
I'm putting chat.
That doesn't take a second, but we'll back in.
I got you.
You have to show that picture again.
Okay. He looks like a space trucker.
I dig it.
So we'll discuss about it next week.
I can totally see the characters.
Space Trucker Dragonborn.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all can stay on the ship. Just don't touch my fishing stuff. That's all.
Some of the things I've got lined up is his ship got impounded, his crew mutinied. So he's completely without a crew when the PCs show up.
I didn't like how I reacted when they touched the tackle.
The thing is, they didn't mess with that. They just wanted him. They wanted him impounded because of his cargo.
Oh,
You're on a peaceful world with a ship full of crates of 5D rifles.
how else are you going to get the big fish?
Exactly. You got to have the right bait for the right fish.
I know what the problem is.
Well, the problem is the people who wanted the weapons control the starbase. So they double crossed him so they didn't have to pay him for the cargo. But
All right.
they were kind enough to put him up. When you find him, he's in this real posh little resort of a safe house. But he suspects he's been double crossed, but he doesn't know that.
I'm looking at that portrait, and the character just is screaming at me. How his mannerisms, how he would react.
Yeah.
It's that whole all right sort of thing.
Here's some of the things he does. He makes trades with low-tech worlds. Example, he goes to a ice world to harvest ice, and then he takes it to a desert world and sells the water. In the mountainous regions of that desert world, they have a very highly sought after, which medicinal quality bean that they use it in religious ceremonies, and they claim it to be magic, and it's just a play on a phrase that everybody already knows: the magic Arabica beans to make coffee. And trades are made like that. There's this one group, they're basically elves. They hold on to traditional elven values. They live in trees, kind of a Wookiee Ewok kind of village kind of thing. But the trees are ancient and sacred to them. But they are so strong, and when they get to a certain maturity, that it's almost as hard as steel. It's not really that malleable, but it is that durable. I think why everybody wants oak furniture, everybody wants stuff made out of this. They make ornate furniture and trinkets and stuff like this, and they just harvest the trees that have naturally fallen in the forest. There's this group of miners out of the mountains, or dwarves, who want the ironwood to shore up their tunnels and build structures with and stuff like that. More utilitarian things. And they're more technologically advanced than the elves are. So the elves are trying to buy more technologically advanced weapons to save their trees and battle these dwarves. That's where those rifles were headed. Those kinds of things. So there's lots of, that's how he does. It's a little bit of a hint of a Harrison Reynolds in that. It'll be a piece of cake, trust me. So.
Piece of pie, slice of cake.
Yeah. And there's one last thing, Matt, that you will greatly appreciate. And I'll need your help in naming the ship. That's where I'm stuck. It's a crate from the Elite. It's that big. Doesn't have the external flight vessel. It has the bays for the two exploratory vessels, but he's got one speeder and a handful of speeder bikes in the other one, but it's impounded. There's room for everybody, plenty. I would consider that a almost frigate in scale. It's 75 feet long, meters. But the one thing to consider is it does have an intelligent computer.
Oh no. Okay.
Basically, the best way I can put it is the Shogun of Harlem, complete with a holographic avatar.
And when they see that for the first time, don't look at me. I didn't install it.
Gee, yeah, look, I will be here. Now, you're going to have to explain to these people what we do now, because I don't want to be hearing about it later.
Really, what's to explain? We get stuff. We sell it.
Economics.
That's a big fancy word for making money.
You made some money? When did this happen?
Like I said, don't look at me. I didn't install them.
I found the avatar. It's Kung Fu Joe. He's got like a little yellow gi and big afro and the whole bit.
Kung Fu you. Okay, well, we'll think on it.
Yeah. I put a lot of work into the ship and everything. I'd let you have the captain if you want him, or you want to do something completely different. But that's who I had in place.
Yeah, we'll think about it. It may. There is much time.
Oh yeah. But like I said, just stew on it a little bit. If you want that one, you can have him, or I'll make you EXO.
Hey, the EXO, that whole setup would be very haggard.
Oh yeah, he's the only one that actually knows what's going on. But yeah, like Cobb. But yeah, thing is, like I said, when he got double crossed, the crew felt like they got double crossed, and as we range about, we encounter several of them where they've moved on to other things. Han and Lando meeting back up every once in a while.
Fair and square.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some. I've got an overreaching arc in my head. I just got to get all the individual episodes and chop it up. And I've got a lot of people I've yet to name. That's what I've done for the last week, is trying to get stuff that far out. We're still going to have Sparky with us. He doesn't go with the other brothers initially. He's taking it upon himself to make sure that Anna and Jenda make it to Alderaan. So he's the guide initially to how things work. And through him, you guys start taking stuff out to help them get the colony set up for Sanctuary. Getting some of the agrarian stuff going, some of the equipment they need to grow crops, prefab buildings, water treatment stuff, these kinds of basic colony founding things. So that'll probably be the initial few things, is running stuff for that as we try to reestablish ourselves into making money. And there is a pirate group out there that one of the former crew members now work for that basically pick on everybody. They try to pick stuff off of us. They try to pick stuff off of Republic Craft. There are other things to run afoul of than Republic / Imperial vessels. We've got a little time on the Starbase, a little time on Alderaan, a little time on Sanctuary. These may even wind up being their own seasons to themselves. But I think we'll be off of the Starbase pretty quick. But I've put a lot of work into it. The maps are gigantic. It'll be a place we can return to quite a bit. I've been working on it for 3 friggin' weeks, and I've only got one level outfitted. But we'll get there. Chris, I didn't really dig too far into your stuff. Do you have access to a book or anything that in the Roll20 stuff where I can look up how to start my character?
Yeah, you should have access to the compendium.
Okay.
It's in there. Can't confirm.
I got you. all I did was set my sheet and get my avatar and my token made.
So which of you is the shadow? You or Peg?
Me.
You're going to get along very well in this game. It is a very pulp influenced game. So
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking when we talked about it last year, and that's why his character sheet is Lamont Cranston and his token is the Shadow. So Logan's studying, trying to figure out the time period to come up with a good character to play. So you play
Don't
a very
worry about-
early Batman.
don't worry about the time period. We have a time machine.
I got you. So you could do Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon, Jack the Ripper.
I technically got 2 right now. I'm going to be a flip of a coin.
I got you. I haven't played this system, but bear with me a little bit.
It's a pretty good modular little system. Doc, I may have to sit down with you and get some DMing lessons because I've learned the basics of it, and this may be something that we have to figure out together that you don't even have. The whole turn order by card system and the bennies is going to be an interesting learning curve for the DM side.
Or you can do like I did, just have everybody roll one number and plug it in manually.
Yeah.
Might take a minute, but
Yeah, you can try too hard and get burned out on roll 20 and not even get to your game.
Yeah.
I worked 6 months to do just what we've done in the last 4.
Yeah. I'd like to get the cards going if possible because it's one of the things that makes Savage Worlds unique is it came off of the Deadlands system, which is where they came up with the cards.
Yeah.
Do you have a link for that? Do you have a link for your game?
I do. It should be
It
in
was
the chat.
Bassmasters chat, I think.
In which chat?
Bassmasters, I think.
It's in one of the 2 chats.
Thanks.
Hey, Chris, you know what you could do if you ever get tired of running just your Hope campaign, but you get your handles on the Savage World under Roll20. They have the official riffs for Savage World.
They do have official riffs for Savage Worlds.
Oh boy.
That's other than Deadlands, that's what they've got the most books for.
Yeah. And like I said, as long as you get the basic grip of it, that's all I've got. And I stumble through it. And so Logan's got it down better than I do.
Yeah. I'm not expecting to get where he's at with the dynamic lighting and everything, but if I can get y'all's.
Part of the thing with the dynamic lighting is that I'm using pre-built modules.
Yeah, that helps.
That's 1, and 2, you have to actually have a subscription. You have to actually pay the subscription in order to enable that on the Mac. But it is nice.
It is nice. Yeah. I figure I got some time since we got 3, 4, whatever it is now, games going. But I am working on character sheets and working on watching tutorials to try to figure out how the heck I'm going to get these turn orders going. The bennies is the thing I really got to get. And if nothing else, we'll just keep up with those on paper because y'all are going to want bennies.
Okay.
Savage Worlds is less deadly than Deadlands, but not by much.
I will warn you, the game that we're running in, the game we're doing in my game that I'm running is not going to last that much long. It's a short mod.
Yeah.
Not like
I figure we got Star Wars, Star Trek, and Peg's new thing, if nothing else, and then Stride, so that's 4.
Yeah.
So I can hold off until somebody's arc comes to a close. It'll give me some time to learn what the heck I'm doing. And give y'all some time to decide who you want to pull from what book. Doc, you've got me reading Moby Dick again. I haven't read it since high school. So.
Actually, neither have I. I probably need to reread it to get Ishmael down.
And I like
One of the reasons why it came up in mind is I've been playing Starfield, and there's a book collector that's collecting all the books from Old Earth, which has been decimated by something. And if you ever play Starfield, you'll find out. And of course, the one book that you can't stand is Moby Dick. She wants you to bring all, if you can find copies of other ancient books, bring it to her, but you can't stand Moby Dick. So, okay, that's worth the joke.
The plot armor perk alone gave me a laugh because that, again, it's so pulp oriented that plot armor is very much a thing. Bad guys pontificating for 5 minutes before the.
I thought you would enjoy the narrator disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, then I already know what character I'm going to play then. If the villain monologues.
Yes, the villains do like to do monologues.
You have stumbled across my evil plan. Sit and stand there patiently while I explain it to you all.
Oh, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Exactly.
They kept looking at me funny. It's okay, I'm waiting. Tell me the evil plan. Come on.
I just want the undersea layer run, see all the fish.
This is what happens when somebody reads way too many Doc Savage books as a kid.
My problem is Logan doesn't know half of the characters that I do. You could always be the ghost who walks. It'd be a fun one.
Like I said, we have a time machine, so don't worry too much about setting.
Yeah.
I stretched it to an anime character for somebody once. I stretched it to comic books for Bean because Bean hasn't read a book probably in his life. So
That's not true. He did read some of the Anne Rice books.
okay.
I thought unless it had cheat codes and for a video game.
He ended up playing the Golden Age Sandman, which worked really well in the setting.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it a night.
Good show as usual. And we will see y'all in a load of boxes next weekend.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, and
Take care of 'em.
See
take
ya.
care,
Talk
everybody.
to you guys
Night,
later.
y'all.
Bye bye.
See you Monday there, pig.
All right, all.